right, Jumal is here again today. Let's roll. Life path number, birthday number six. Six. Yeah. I love this number. It is my life path number, and so super excited to talk about six today. Um, Six is not just one of my. It's not my favorite number just because just because it is. It is my favorite number because where it sits in the chart is right in the middle of the chart. It represents balance on both sides of the chart because right in between it represents the fact that there's all the negative sides on this side, all that says right in the middle. Sixes, here's a characteristics that you usually find with life path, six birthday, six. Once you got a big six in the chart somewhere, and one of the main numbers or main signs, typically they're either one of the oldest or the youngest, and it's because sixes are all about responsibility, justice, love, bringing balance, family, children, protection, taking care of things, right? And so that's what sixes are really, really popular and known to do. Sixes, again, responsibility awareness. Usually they're the ones that end up taking care of their parents. They're, in the older age. And sometimes as a six, you end up being the parent, right? They're community oriented, they're loving, they're warm, usually understanding, compassionate, responsible, reliable people, and are interested in pleasing others. So sixes tend to be self-sacrificing a lot of times. So sometimes on the other side, the shady side of sixes, they could be martyrs because they're so willing to help that sometimes they want to help people that don't even need the help or don't want the help. So six, and if you're six, you'll know this. Your friend is like, you see a hole on the street, and you tell your friend, hey, be careful, there's a hole in the street. Your friend is like, You're like, no, there's a hole in the street, right? And your friend is like, yeah, but don't worry about it. You're like, but no, come here, there's a hole in the street. You want to go grab him and pull him up the street because you don't want him to fall in that hole. Other number might leave him alone, but sixes are more than likely, they're going to be like, all right, they're going to come and nudge you, try to push you out. So sometimes on the shadier side of things, the sixes might be interfering because sometimes people need to have experiences in order to learn from those experiences. And sixes can be notorious for wanting to get in there and help out. And that's because if you look at the shape of the number, sixes, they call them a pregnant one or the motherly or the pregnant one, right? And it's because basically, if you look at the shape of it, they kind of take on people's challenges, they take on problems. They're usually generous, caring in relationships. Sometimes it can be controlling on the negative side, but the controlling part of them is in their mind, they know the best thing to do. They want the best for you, and they're like, hey, let's do it. Don't argue with sixes because you're not going to win an argument. If you look at it, the six, maybe this way, right? If you look at the six, though, it looks like a spring or a lever, right? So let's look at it this way. We kind of figure what's the best way. Let me see how the best way you can see it here. All right, so it's like, no, it's not a six. Guess that's a six, right? So it's like a lever, right? If you got a lever, which is a six, and you push it, you get back more, right? It's like a spring action kind of thing. Let me draw it on a piece of paper here so you can see, right? Put a six like this. It's like that. It's like a spring lever. You push against that side, it'll come back in the spring. So sixes, they're willing to help. They're willing to do all the things for you. They're willing to go above and beyond. They're willing to take more responsibility. If you're in a relationship with six, it's okay if you did 100%. They're willing to do 125 or 110 or whatever it is. And it's because that's who they are. They want to help. They want to help. They want to be there. They want to be a part of it. They like to get recognition for the things that they do and for helping people. That's all they really want, to be recognized, to be appreciated for the things that they do. So again, they can get, because of that, they can become martyrish. Because of that, because they want to help so much, they can interfere. They can be a little controlling. The way you get around that with a six, because six is also a mental number. So if you got something going on with a six, approach it from a more logical, because if you look at charts, is in the head, is a mental number. 3, 6, 9 mental numbers, right? And so you want to appeal to the intelligence, be like, okay, here's the reason why I think that way that you want to do it is a better way than this way, right? Or here's the reason why this is a good way or not so good way. And if you can reason to their intelligence, more than likely they'll change their mind. If not so much, right? And again, don't push against them because whatever you push, they'll push back. They're very reflective type energy. So whatever energy you're getting from a six is what they feel as though you're giving to them. So again, it's like that spring coil. You push them, they'll push you back. You love them, they'll love you more. You help them, they'll help you more. However, if you try to screw them, they want to screw you at the same amount of rate, right? 125% more than you did to them. And it's because of that same coil. The good thing is that they don't stay mad for long because it's a balanced number. You've never seen a six like falling over. I've never seen a six like falling over the side like this, right? So because of that, they're very balanced. They might get upset, but they don't stay that way, right? For that particular reason. So that is like path six. You're going to find life coaches, you're going to find counselors, you're going to find agents, you're going to find customer service people, you're going to find anything to do with taking care of people. And like I said, one thing that you usually find with sixes is that they're either the oldest or the youngest. And if you are six and you're the middle kid, check and see is probably that you're the oldest of your own mom and dad, because maybe it's a mixed family, or are you the youngest of your dad's kids or something like that, or you the first grandchild, but there's always that area, because even me myself, I had to end up taking care of my mom and my grandfather when they passed away as part of six. It's part because people see you as responsible. They come and share information with you because they see that about you. And so that's the kind of things you're going to find in six. If you're living on the six type highway, as I like to call it, for your life path, you're going to notice the opportunity to be helpful, the opportunity to take leadership, the opportunities to be involved in beautiful things, beautifying things. Sixes are also good at music or artistic kind of things. They're attractive to the opposite sex. Because they like that nurturing. They have that energy about them that also is very magnetic pulse to them. You are coming to me. Anyways, that's like past six. Well, six in general. So six is if you add all your numbers up, you get six. That's your life path. If you're born in the 6th of any month, the 15th or the 24th. Again, they're a little bit different, because if you're in the 15th, that's a 1 and a 5. So 1 is looking at the 5, and that's how you get that 6, right? The person, the 1, and how they look at the 5 freedom and how they deal with that responsibility in it. But that's getting a little bit too deep, because you start to water down the numbers a little bit, and it starts to get a little bit fuzzy. Right. So this is such a beautiful thing. The numbers are beautiful. They always stay the same vibration, but the positioning them changes. Right. So that is number 6. So again, life path 6, it just depends on where they fall. So life path 6 has those opportunities. Expression 6 acts that way or shows it that way in the world. Birthday 6 has those particular characteristics as additional to help out their life path. Number, and the soul urge 6 means that your soul wants to be like that. So if you are a soul urge 6, you might want to deal with the family and want to be more responsible and because that's what your soul is urging for. That's what it's looking for, right? However, on the other hand, if you are an expression 6, that's how you show up. That's the abilities that you have, right? So again, same number, just depends on where it is in the chart. And that's why I love these numbers, and the science is amazing. It stays the same every single time. I always like to say, if you could direct your planes, your cars, your bank account, your life, your age, everything is with numbers. You can run your life with numbers, and not to let the numbers take over your life, but to give you some ideas. It's like the weather, like you look at the weather, right? It tells you 90% chance of rain. Same thing with numbers. They're not here to determine your life for you and take choice away from you. They're here to tell you the types of things you might deal with and the types of personality traits that you might exude. And that way, you know how you're showing up sometimes. So if somebody tells me, no, a couple of times, I'm like, okay, my 6 is kicking in. I'm probably not catching the cues that they don't want me in the business, or they need me to back off, and then I'll have to back off. So knowing these things gives you power, right? Look forward to talking to you soon. Next video is going to be 7. Love you, Jumal. Peace.